This is the PPC Tutor Podcast. Join us as we provide valuable tools, tips and resources, helping you to kickstart your PPC career.
Hi there, thank you for listening to this PPC Tutor Podcast. My name is Mike, and today I'm going to be talking about testing. And the title is Why Should You Come to PPC Advertising with a Testing Mindset? Now, whether you're running campaigns or you've run campaigns before, you will over time have had different results and different performance based on whatever you're promoting, products or services. And you would notice that maybe certain times of the year you do better than others, and certain products and services do better than others. And that's just normal. That's what we see on a day-by-day basis as we manage PPC campaigns in Google Ads and other platforms. So, PPC is great. You can set up those campaigns and just target people who are actively searching for your products and achieve a good conversion rate for that. And many businesses and people and so on are seeing the results of it, and they're doing really great. But many of us make one big mistake. We set up campaigns, maybe we manage them for some time just to see what performance we're going to get. But what we then notice is that it doesn't sometimes work out the way that we have expected it to work. So sometimes we don't get the sales that we want. Maybe we don't get the leads that we want. We don't get the traffic or the right people coming to our site. And, that will happen for many reasons. And sometimes, most of the time, you may not even know why that is, especially if you just do that and then just give up on the campaigns and you don't try to do different things to see how you can improve performance. So that's normal, and many businesses see that. So the major problem is many of us don't come with a testing mindset to PPC advertising. And with a testing mindset, I'm talking about really testing different things, running experiments, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. And many of us don't do that. And we don't do that for various reasons. One, sometimes we're probably not aware we can do that with PPC platforms. And we think maybe there are no tools or ways to really test different things like that. Or we're just not aware that this is at all possible. Another reason could be the fact that, we sometimes can be short-sighted. So we run campaigns, we've got this idea that maybe it's going to work out a certain way, and we run the ads and then it doesn't work out, and then we think, it has failed or something like that. And that's natural. We all sort of sometimes come with our own preconceived ideas of what PPC can achieve and what it does and so forth. And maybe sometimes we've heard about PPC that it's great, that running Google Ads campaigns, some businesses are doing 1,000% return on ad spend, and those stories are there, and we hear that and we think, that's great, I'm going to set up my campaigns and it's going to work out. But unfortunately it doesn't work out. And sometimes we just get lazy. We set up campaigns. They may actually work, but we don't really take the time really to see how we can even improve them more effectively. It's not enough for you to set up campaigns and just manage them on a day by day, week by week, without trying out different things. So it's really important when you've got PPC campaigns to come with that testing mindset, to come with that mindset that, even if this is great, even if I get the returns I want, how can I improve this? Are there ways I can improve this? For example, I get a lot of people who come to me and they say, we've been running our ads for 7 years, for 10 years, and then suddenly performance has dropped. And it has dropped for many reasons, maybe competitors, maybe they changed the campaign type, and now they're panicking. It's been a month, no sales, no leads. Trust me, I get a lot of that. And and the reason is, many of these people run the ads and so forth for 7 years, 10 years, and they don't really think about really scaling the campaign up, trying out different things and testing and seeing how they can improve and so forth. And so when things go wrong, they think, oh man, this is a disaster, and what am I going to do? I've made this change, or Google has made this change, and I've lost all my performance. My return is not so great, and what am I going to do? And sometimes that's really an opportunity to see how you can even improve things. Many things are going to be out of your control. What competitors are doing, what Google is doing, whatever PPC platform you're using is doing, or even just the change in trends in how people buy products or services in your industry, and maybe taste and fashion and all these things. All these things, as a business or somebody running PPC campaigns, you are subject to. No one can avoid it. Even the biggest companies are subject to all of this. So, it's not the end of your campaigns, or even the end of the world. It's the opportunity for you to really see how you can improve things. And if we come with that testing mindset, we know that, right, I've set up my campaigns, I've run them for 2 weeks, I've run them for a month, or I've run them for a few months or even a year, and they're good, but how can I improve this? How can I take my campaigns to the next level? And what can I do to really reap the most benefits from them? Or even I've come to PPC, I've set up my campaigns, run them for a month, and it didn't work out as expected. I didn't get the sales or the leads, or I didn't get enough to justify it, or it just broke even, and I thought, this is probably not something I can do. And just a huge lost opportunity to improve things, to improve that return on ad spend and that return on investment. So if we come with the testing mindset, we've set up our campaigns and they're not working out as expected, it's not that they've failed. They haven't failed. What you need to do is certainly tweak different things, test different copy, test a different bid strategy, test different keywords, test your messaging, even your keywords, your search terms, which are really key. Set up conversion tracking, and then keep testing. And as I mentioned, nothing really beats targeting people who are searching. And if people are searching for something, there's a high chance that they want to buy, or they want to, even if it's not now, it's going to be sometime down the line. So if they haven't done so now, there could be some reason why. Maybe they're putting it off for a while, but they're still going to do it. So you need to test all those things. And the good thing about PPC platforms like Google Ads is that you can run experiments. So there are experiment features in Google Ads that you can run, and you can test your search campaigns, your display campaigns. For example, you could say, I've got this campaign, it's had this performance, but I want to, and I'm running it on manual CPC, but now I want to test an automated CPC bid strategy and see, can I save myself some time whilst improving my conversions, or improving my clicks and my positions, or whatever you want to achieve. And you can do that, with experiments in Google Ads, and you can see, you can set up an experiment, run it for 2 weeks, run it for a month, or run it indefinitely until a certain point where you decide, what, this has been great, or I didn't get the results I expected, or it didn't work out as I hoped it would with the experiment. So I'm just going to ditch it. But at least you've learned something, and certainly if it has done well and you've got some great insights, you can apply them to your main campaign, and that just improves performance. So these are some of the great things in Google Ads PPC platform. And the great thing is you have so many features and controls to run experiments. You can even split your traffic 50-50. So your main campaign gets 50% and the test one gets 50% of the traffic, and they run, and then you run them for that period or indefinitely until you want to stop it or whatever. And there's absolutely anything you can test with these experiments. Now, if you don't want to run experiments, what you can do is set up a duplicate campaign or whatever, if it's an ad group and so on, and then maybe pause the main one that you were running and then run a new one. So you can copy the existing campaign using a tool like Google Ads Editor, and then pause the old one and then run. It's probably not the best way to do it, because experiments give you that, experiments are more effective and efficient, and it's easier to test like that. So you can, do that as well, duplicate that campaign and then just run it for a while. So that's another way to do it. It really depends on what you want to test and so forth. Even landing pages you can test in Google Ads. So I really encourage that when you're coming to PPC advertising, really come with a testing mindset. Whether you're doing well or not, whether you are new or not, even if you've been running campaigns for a long time and they are great, you could take a campaign that's doing very great. Maybe it's got 2,000% return on ad spend. Is there an opportunity to take it to 2,500%? Are you able to do that? And experimenting and testing is going to help you to see if that's possible. So I highly recommend this. Every advertiser should be doing it regularly. If you can even do it monthly or every quarter and so on, do it. Run some tests and experiments and see how it works for your business. Thanks for listening to this podcast episode. Please check out the next ones that are coming out and some that I've recorded, and reach out to me if you've got any questions.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the PPC Tutor Podcast. To find out more, why not connect with us online by visiting our website at www.mikencube.co.uk. Join us again next time for more valuable tools, tips and resources helping you to kickstart your PPC career.